Lauterbrunnen is not the most beautiful village of Switzerland. I know this may sound very confusing and strange to you, but I really feel there are other more beautiful villages here in Switzerland. So watch this video to the end, I'll explain you why. So first, to those who are not familiar with Lauterbrunnen, it's a village here in the valley of 72 waterfalls. Here you have the Staubach Falls, and yeah, of course this sounds very attractive, and because of that Lauterbrunnen has been a very touristy place since decades. But now let's start with the first reason, and that is simply that Lauterbrunnen has never been voted the most beautiful village here in Switzerland. So since 2015 we have a contest of the most beautiful villages in Switzerland, and Lauterbrunnen has never won any of these contests, neither has it been in the final choice. And even after doing some intensive research, to my knowledge, Lauterbrunnen hasn't even ever been nominated. The next reason is Lauterbrunnen has just a very busy road in the center, and yeah, you just saw. Actually, you always have to be very careful, and yeah, I just feel this takes the tranquil feeling away. There are so many cars passing all the time, you always have to watch out. And in my opinion, the village that is considered to be one of the most beautiful villages here in Switzerland, it should be actually car-free. So this here is not given in Lauterbrunnen, and the reason why so many cars are passing here is simply because everyone wants to proceed to the parking lot, which is at the exit of the village. And then also people, they go to Stechelberg, they go to Mürren, they all have to take this road. And this just really makes this center busy instead of being tranquil. That's another reason why I feel Lauterbrunnen cannot be the most beautiful village here in Switzerland. Then the next thing is the village center. It's quite small, and I feel many tourists who come here, they're just walking through it, they're not really spending much time in here. And well, they're definitely centers that people are spending more time at. Of course, they're coming here to have lunch, they're going to cafes, but otherwise, in terms of exploration, many people I see, they just walk through it and that's it. They will usually go to the other side. There are some photo spots. I'm going to talk about that in the next point. And by the way, if you're looking for the most famous photo spot here in Lauterbrunnen, just come here to this ATM machine, and just down here, that's the path that's taking you to this beautiful trail where everyone is taking a famous photo. You shouldn't always believe what the travel magazines tell you, but whenever they show you Lauterbrunnen, they will show you spots like this here. Of course, this one is very beautiful. You have the church in the background, the waterfalls, you can see the valley, but actually this spot in general is really crowded. There are so many people. They're actually even queuing up to take a photo here. I know this is kind of crazy, but that's because of Instagram. Everybody wants to take a photo here, and I do understand that, of course. But yeah, so this is one of the spots. There are more of that. I'm going to show you them as well. The next photo spot is here with the Ark. You'll see this very often on Instagram and in catalogs. And of course it's very beautiful. All these photo spots here in Lauterbrunnen, they're really beautiful. But just because of these 4 to 5 photo spots that are really nice, that just doesn't make Lauterbrunnen automatically becoming the most beautiful village here in Switzerland. And then Lauterbrunnen has a very big train station. It really takes a lot of space, and I feel this actually takes away some of the beauty of this village. Now, of course, I understand this is a very touristy place. There are many people that want to go up to the Jungfraujoch or to Wengen, and for that they will have to take this train. Actually, myself, I've taken this train ride a couple of times. It's really beautiful, but I feel the train station, it really spoils a little bit the beauty of this village. The next thing would be the sunlight. So here in Lauterbrunnen we're inside a U-valley. This is what I've learned in geography. That means that this valley is very deep and also very narrow. So because of that, you can see one side now already is no longer having sunlight. It's already showing shadows, while this side here, it's in the sun. And this is a little bit a problem here in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. It's not really a big deal, it's still very beautiful, but I just feel in terms of taking photos and lighting, it's not optimal. So if you want to experience Lauterbrunnen with perfect lighting conditions, then you would have to arrive here at 11 AM, latest come here at 3 PM, this during summer. And in winter, this would be between 10:30 AM to 1:30 PM. This is because the daylight is shorter. But as you can see, the time span, it's not very large. So if you come here in the early morning, then this side is going to be all dark. The sunlight is going to be on the other side. And then in the later afternoon, this side is going to be all in the shadows, which is already starting now, while sunlight is going to show on this side here. The next thing is, I find Lauterbrunnen is very touristy. Well, of course, this is really arguable, but you can see there are a lot of people who are visiting this town. Well, of course, Lauterbrunnen is facing a very, very well-deserved tourism boom, this since decades. But I just feel this takes a bit of the tranquility away, something that's actually really present in the villages that have been voted the #1 most beautiful village here in Switzerland. And Lauterbrunnen, you have really tourists coming from all over the world. Well, another reason why I feel Lauterbrunnen is not the most beautiful village of Switzerland is because they just keep showing you the same angle. You always see the same side of the valley. It's always the one pointing to the south. And actually the one pointing to the north, where you don't really have all these waterfalls, it's actually not that amazing. So I now entered the side roads, and yeah, it's nice in here. It's definitely more quiet. The houses, they're fine, they're nice, not amazingly beautiful. Actually, this house is quite nice. I like this one. But yeah, actually in Switzerland there are so many villages like this. You can go to Lungan, you can go to Luchsingen in the canton of Glarus, and they all look a bit similar. And yeah, that's why I feel the man-made parts here in Lauterbrunnen, they are not outstanding enough to make this village the #1 most beautiful village of Switzerland. This part here is a lot more quiet compared to the busy center of Lauterbrunnen. You actually only have the people who are hiking down from Wengen or hiking up, but otherwise it's really quiet. And if you take a look, the houses there are pretty much scattered all over the place. You have many green grass fields. This is really beautiful, but then you don't have alleys where you can pass between the houses, which are very common for these villages that have won the contest of the most beautiful village in Switzerland. The man-made structures may not make Lauterbrunnen to become the most beautiful village of Switzerland, but I definitely can say I'm standing in the most beautiful valley here in Switzerland, and this is really a strong reason for you to come here. There's so many things you can do around here, not only visiting the beautiful village of Lauterbrunnen. I actually find it is beautiful. You can go up to Wengen, which is just here. You can go up to the Männlichen Mountain. You can go to the Jungfrau Joch, the top of Europe. Or you can just proceed into this direction to the Trümmelbach Falls, beautiful underground waterfalls, Stechelberg, Mürren, the Schildhorn, James Bond filming location. So you have many reasons to come here, and if you want to know which ones are the best things to do here in this valley, then I'll see you in this video. And if you want to know which is actually my preferred village here in Switzerland, Skrimenz, then I'll see you in that episode.